Get ready for the most viral secret lives.
LA Mom Talk.
How old were you when you got married?
I was 24, 22. I was 20 years old.
19.
How many babies do you want?
I would do one more, so that's 4 total.
4 to 6.
I want 10, but we'll see. I'm just kidding.
Oh dear.
Have you ever tried alcohol?
You'll see on the show I try it for the first time.
What time do they stop serving alcohol in Utah?
I don't know because I don't drink alcohol, but
How spicy does it get in the bedroom?
It depends on the day. Like sometimes I'm like, ooh, like let's get crazy. But I also like it conservative. Like let's be Mormon. Let's enjoy it. Yeah, let's be Mormon.
We have fun in the bedroom for sure. Do you have any moves?
I can't say. They're too good. Oh, your girl's Latina.
How long does it take you to get 2 miles?
10 minutes?
10 minutes?
LA could never.
No.
This whole group is what the hell?
With all this, what does that mean? Do you guys know what they all did?
When you are out, what do you expect?
No, she didn't.
Were you part of this group?
Not part of any of it.
She admitted that they definitely thought that we would be fun to. Who is currently the breadwinner at home?
All of us.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at us.
We were raised to be these housewives. I'm like, this.
They're just powerful women trying to change the stigma of gender roles in the Mormon culture.
Jennifer Lynn Affleck.
J-Lo, baby.
The original,
the OG J-Lo.
the one and only. My mom actually named me after J-Lo because she's obsessed with her, so it's ironic.
The serendipity that you marry somebody in the Affleck family.
When I first started dating Zach, that was the first thing that his family told me. They're like, well, if you marry him, you get to say you're related to Ben Affleck. I'm like, yes, I'm related to Ben Affleck.
You are.
And I was named after J-Lo. Like, I'm here to take their place.
So he's a second cousin, your husband?
His dad.
His dad
so he's
is-
basically third cousin. I mean, we're pretty far removed. I would love to meet him.
So you've never met before,
No, I haven't.
but you're a fan.
Yes, I'm definitely a fan.
My name's Jessie. I am a hairdresser and I own a hair salon. We have had a billboard. People are talking about how they think it says jizz. I am definitely the one in the group that's a little more relaxed.
It's a vagina.
Yes! I'm getting my cookie redone. Do you guys want to see this?
Yes.
It looks so good.
But I hate that it feels like it's 4 and 4.
The sinners and the saints.
We don't drink, and so it just feels very insensitive.
I would rather give birth without an epidural than sit through this any longer.
My name is Michaela Matthews. I'm 23 years old. I've been married to my husband Jace for 6 years now.
How old were you when you met Chase?
16, and then I got pregnant. I'm a part of the original group of Mom Talk. Recently, I've been sharing a lot about my illness and my skin condition. As far as Mom Talk goes, I don't know how we're gonna survive this. Everyone was like picking apart Mom Talk.
I just feel like it's gonna be divided. There's 2 different friend groups.
Oh God, I am appalled. I don't think I'm that wild.
How's it gonna be seeing Taylor?
It's gonna be a boxing match. Ding, 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 ding. Who's gonna win?
Well, she's pregnant, so you can't do
Oh
that.
yeah, I forgot she's pregnant. I forgot. Steal me.
What is the 411? What is everybody up to?
We've survived one controversy, but another one could be the end of us.
The truth has got to come out sometime.
My name is Jen Affleck. I am 24 years old.
Mom Talk blew up overnight.
I gained like 60,000 followers in a week. Like, whoa, 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 like this is crazy. I am a conservative Mormon. I do follow all those rules.
I would say that Jen and Zach are definitely the most active Mormons in the group.
I hope everything goes well.
I hope your friends all behave.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Mom Talk already doesn't have a good look.
I don't go around saying, I'm hosting a BYU Mormon graduation. I'm wearing my garments.
Mom Talk, that is important to me.
Divorce and taking care of 2 kids would be kind of tough.
My name is Whitney Levitt. I am from Happy Valley, Utah. After Taylor blew up Mom Talk, Connor and I moved to Hawaii to get away from the noise. But I'm back from Hawaii. I want us all to come back together. It's happening.
Whitney gets close to you until she gets what she wants. That's not a friend.
I've heard some rumors. Someone saw Connor on Tinder.
Everyone was so quick to forgive Taylor, and then I just feel like I still get shredded to pieces.
The one time I need support, you're not there for me.
Whitney, you scared me. This is exhausting.
It is 4 p.m. on a Friday, and I am planning on rotting right here for the rest of the night. But I wanted to give you guys a little rot guide if you needed something to watch, because there's actually so much that has come out recently. I'm not a big TV watcher, but I am, first off, chimp crazy. It's the same producer from Tiger King, and it's essentially following a couple ladies' journeys of owning chimpanzees. The Perfect Couple just launched on Netflix last night. It's basically a mix, I would say, of White Lotus, Knives Out, murder mystery type of vibes. That's what I've also heard other people say. I'm on episode 3 and I'm hooked. Selling Sunset just released another season. Tell Me Lies came out with another season. Love is Blind UK I've heard is great. I actually feel overwhelmed. And there's so many movies too. Oh my gosh. If you're a dog lover, Inside of a Dog's Mind released on Netflix today. I watched it with my dog. I am not joking. She actually sat through the whole thing. It was really fascinating. There's no excuse to say that there's nothing good to watch because I actually feel overwhelmed with how many things I feel like I need to watch.
Sorry if I sound like a robot.
Oh, sorry. Taylor, don't look at me. This dress is so tight, I feel like I don't know how to act in it. I'm going commando.
Here's a look at Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, only on Hulu.
Do I say it like that?
I'm Macy Neely, I'm 27, and I'm originally from Orange County, California, and I'm a bad bitch.
Macy, I need you to twerk your ass off as hard as you can. No problem.
I am the breadwinner in my household. They're just powerful women trying to change the stigma of gender roles in the Mormon culture.
All of us look up to Macy.
Macy! Macy! Macy!
Shut up.
You're blunt.
You were in my doghouse.
You're being a bitch. I don't like him.
That is right.
It's not about me, but I've seen a lot of comments being like, I bet Whitney's the villain, and I think that's accurate. I think people can pin that one from a mile away. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really seen any. I've seen like some about like Whitney and stuff. I would say that for like think that she's a villain, and she kind of is in the show.
Yeah.
So.
Smack the table if you think that Miranda didn't do the show because of Taylor. Okay, what's the tea? Someone's got to talk on it.
I mean, she definitely. Did you see her TikTok video?
Yeah.
I feel like the receipts she showed proved Taylor right. So I was like, that was odd.
I think that they like to control the narrative. And they don't like that Taylor is a powerful force almost, and that Taylor speaks the truth and she doesn't avoid it. And I think that intimidates them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they would have to answer and be accountable for everything that happened because a lot of people lied during the time, and so I don't think they wanted to face that truth either besides Taylor.
Yeah.
So I think
I see you holding that in your hand. Put that in your mouth right
I'll put it in my mouth now.
Come on.
I know you guys prefer marriage before moving in, but like that's obviously not how it's gonna go, you know?
I'm not supportive of it. Why do you have to rush it?
Because we're having a baby.
I know, but that doesn't matter.
You'd rather me do it alone.
Yeah, that's the choice you made when you got pregnant. In our religion, marriage is like essential to have that partnership. We believe like it's a sacred thing.
That's what me and your mom have tried to teach you. The church teaches that we shouldn't live with a partner outside of marriage.
You already got divorced, you know, at a young age, and then you bring Dakota in this when you don't know if he's 100% sober. I don't want you to be like, oh, this is not gonna work out. Okay, I have a baby from a second daddy.
I don't want a revolving door of men attached to my daughter and to my grandkids.
For having this baby out of wedlock, you guys can be mad all you want, but he's moving in and he's gonna help me with the baby.
That's the goal, is to get married. It's not like, I'm having this kid and I don't want to get married ever. You want to give yourself time before you marry someone for the rest of your life. Again, you know, like, it's my second marriage, so it's like I'm scared.
Yeah. Again, you shouldn't have got pregnant.
Which is true.
So many people said that The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives would not be an accurate representation of Mormonism, but after binging the show, I could not disagree more. First, we have Whitney, who's married to a dude who seems to be gay and probably definitely cheated on her, but they're keeping it together because I guess they were married in the temple, and divorce is very taboo. Here is a photo of them standing in front of a Mormon temple. Next we have Michaela, and she was pregnant by 15. Later, after the birth of her son, when she was 16 years old, she married the man who impregnated her, and he was 21 years old. This happens to a lot of women in the Mormon church. If you get knocked up, you're expected to marry that man because basically now you're damaged goods. Next we have Zach, who is kind of a picture-perfect version of what the stereotypical Mormon man is really like. He's a controlling narcissist who threatens divorce at every turn, and he treats Jen like she's his property. In my opinion, this show reveals the impact that Mormon doctrine has on the lives of real women to a T.
We are a new generation of Mormon women.
We're just trying to change the stigma of gender roles, but sometimes it's hard.
The church teaches that we shouldn't live with a partner outside of marriage.
It's really not that different, you know?
Mom, I got a brand deal for a vibrator to promote it on my social media.
Why would you do that?
Life can be complicated, but no matter what you're going through, we have this mom talk group.
We have each other's backs. Cheers.
Dear Heavenly Father, I'm so grateful for this day.
There are rules that we have to follow. No swearing.
You're a
No alcohol.
Grateful for this time that we could spend together.
We were all kicked out of the blessing because we are not Mormon enough. This.
I think I was jealous of the forgiveness that Taylor got during that time of her whole swinger drama that I feel like I didn't get.
Wait, forgiveness for what?
Just like the RSV video.
Two weeks after I had given birth, Connor took Liam to our pediatrician. The doctor is testing his oxygen levels. And the doctor's like, these are scarcely low. Like, you need to take him to you need to take him to the emergency room right now. So Connor rushes Liam to the emergency room. The first couple of days were a bit scary, but then he was getting better. And so I'm thinking, like, let's, do something fun. And I made a video. In that video, people felt that I was using my child's sickness for clout and for attention.
Everyone was so quick to forgive Taylor online for swinging. And then I just feel like I still get shredded to pieces almost every single video. But no, I'm not jealous of Taylor's clout. And I feel like if I don't like her, I feel like that's a completely different conversation for a different time.
Yeah. I am very confused because I'm like, girl, you have no idea the amount of bullying, threats, and comments that I have received on a daily basis up until today on how awful of a person I am. So I think I got way more trash than she has by far.
Will you raise your hand if you are the breadwinner in your family from your career online? All right, now.
Wait, did Connor get a job?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, he loves it. From what we're told, this is a very traditional community. The men are supposed to be the ones that bring in the money. How does that affect your relationship?
My husband's all for it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll stay at home. He's just been a supportive king, so that's all I can ask for.
Oh yeah,
so supportive.
I know you're a single mom.
Yeah, so I have no choice but to support my babies.
My husband loves it. I mean, without me, he wouldn't be able to go to med school. It's nice to know that you earn the money and you can go spend it how you want. You don't have to feel guilty for it, But it doesn't affect my relationship at all, no.
How much money can you make doing TikToks and doing brand deals?
It's up to you how much you want to work.
It can be extremely lucrative.
The bigger ones are like 20 to 30K. I went from working like 2 full-time jobs, $15 an hour to like making a 30K brand deal, and you're like, wait, how is this even possible or real?
Oh, is Whitney not here yet?
I don't know.
Fashionably late.
Is she coming?
Last night I was with her and she's not coming.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh. Did she tell her she's not coming?
No, and I told her maybe she should, but she said that Taylor's probably not even gonna notice.
I am shocked that Whitney is not coming to the baby shower. At the same time, I know she's not a big fan of Taylor right now, so it doesn't surprise me, but she should at least send her a text. I feel like this is sending a message to Taylor that she does not want to be friends and she does not care about Taylor.
Did she say why?
I don't want to go into too much detail, but she just says that she just doesn't want to be involved with Taylor.
Can I get a pic with all of you girls? Yes. Is everyone here?
I think so.
Whitney, where's Whitney?
Oh yeah, Whitney's I don't know if she's coming.
What do you mean? Yeah. Did she say she wasn't coming?
I guess she told Layla last night she couldn't come.
I honestly think
why. Why isn't she coming?
Wait, Whitney's not coming?
You're like the worst liar ever.
I know.
Just be honest.
Oh, that's sad.
She just
Layla
says
knows,
that
I don't know.
you guys don't have a friendship, so she felt like she didn't need to come today because you guys don't have a friendship.
Oh, well, that's news to me.
I don't want to be the one to have to bring it up.
Shoot the messenger.
I was just hoping you wouldn't notice, so I wouldn't have to say
That she's not here?
Demi, I have a gift for you though. Just for
What?
you. Just for you.
Just for me?
Well, it's like a party favor gift.
You should open it right now.
That's
Yeah.
so nice.
Take a seat, queen.
Thank you.
This one's very special.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is cute. Wait, this is really thoughtful.
It is so thoughtful of me.
Thank you.
So cute.
Oh. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Wait, it's smelling.
Wait, what?
Fruity Pebbles, freaking Whitney.
Wait, I don't get it. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. I'm dead.
So dumb.
She hates it.
I didn't like send out 80 texts like talking about like the intention behind the night. That's fine. It's fine, Whit. It's no big deal. I laid out the intention clear as day to all of the girls that this was not a trashy bachelorette party. This specific thing that she was trying to make light of and make a joke was something that was completely intimate and off the table that was between Brett and I. We swore to each other we would never tell a soul about that. I just think it's below the belt.
She mad at you.
No, she pissed.
That was weird. Seriously, like what's it's a Galentine's, like what the Okay, so I got this offer. It's really good money.
What is it? What the?
Oh goodness.
What the fuck is this?
Whitney Levitt, from spreading the good word door to door to spreading the word about vibrators.
In the Mormon religion, we're very conservative. I worry about my family seeing me promote this sex toy because it's very, very taboo.
Sex has been such a taboo topic, especially within the church for so long. It's like if we're trying to break the mold, that starts with us.
Coming up on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
I want to open up to you guys about something very personal.
Girl, we are always here. Share it, Mama. Honestly, I thought we were coming over to discuss a brand club, but sure, I'll pretend we didn't know your husband's gay.
The real reason we moved to Hawaii is because my husband has been on Tinder.
It's actually pronounced grinder. Oh my god, are you okay? Well, I'm pregnant with my crazy boyfriend's child, and it's a topic, and I'll probably lose it next week.
What?
Taylor's stealing the spotlight once again. No one cares you got knocked up again. You know what? The only thing Taylor hates more than birth control is a hairbrush. Do you guys even know what a hot topic pregnancy is?
I'm not even sure that God knows that women can, In The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, they discuss how women's pleasure is incredibly taboo, and one of the women, Layla, has been married and divorced but never has experienced climaxing. Growing up, I quickly internalized that my sexuality and pleasure completely belonged to my husband, and once I hit puberty, I really just started to completely hate my own body, and I felt like I would never be comfortable in my own skin until I was married. Most of the women know that self-pleasure is so taboo in the Mormon community, they're not even willing to show one of these on their channel. Twerking and ketamine, totally okay, but this is a no-no. That's why I think anyone who's stepping away from a high-demand religion like Mormonism should consider trying out a vibe from Bellessa. It's time to destigmatize women's pleasure because even if God doesn't know it exists, we know it matters. This is why I'm teaming up with Bellessa to give free toys or massive discounts to anyone who signs up using the link in my bio.
Today we're going to be answering some questions. Let's get juicy.
What's one piece of advice you'd give your younger self?
Don't sweat the small things. It all ends up working out somehow. Just enjoy the journey.
Where do you think you would be if Mom Talk never happened?
Probably sad.
Really sad, and not on Hulu.
Not on Hulu, which, bummer.
How would you describe your TikTok platform? Very demure, very mindful, very respectful.
I agree.
Yeah.
What's the biggest lesson being a mom has taught you? I think patience was a big one for me. It naturally, I feel like you're putting someone like before yourself, so I feel like selfless, be more selfless, yeah.
What's your favorite guilty pleasure? Ooh, getting a massage once a week. I'm so bougie.
Once a week. Jessica.
When I have time.
I want to be you. I want to be Jessica. Oh my lord.
If you could change one thing about Mom Talk, what would it be? The leader.
All episodes of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives are now streaming on Hulu. Woo!
You have this guy whose dad
works as a surgeon at the same hospital her mom cleans at.
Right.
Like that power dynamic. You have her paying for their lives in medical school. You have her giving him $2,500 to gamble.
Which is a lot. That's a lot of money. I was like, making money.
Yeah, first of all, go Jen.
Yeah.
Second of all, gambling in the church is a no-no. Okay?
Huge no-no.
I would say considerably worse than Chippendales.
Especially if you are an addict to it and you have pissed away the money that your parents have given you to go through medical school. So now your wife is supporting this journey. That was the biggest revelation, divine revelation, whatever.
It was the biggest revelation.
I was just like, are we going to talk about the husband?
The audacity.
The audacity.
For him to be yelling at her while he's gambling with her money on the trip that she's on. And that he had to go down to like keep tabs on her. Let's break the fourth wall. She's doing her fucking job.
It's just a mommy makeover. So I'm done having kids. I was just kind of ready to get back to my body and feeling confident. And if, you know, any women out there have had babies, they know that downstairs is never the same. So it just basically tightened it back up and gave me my pre-baby vagina, I guess, if you will. And then my breast reduction was just because I had breastfed and my titties were a little lopsided. So it was good to just kind of get those back. And I feel really great. The recovery was awesome. I was in Vegas like 5 days later. And I'm good.
Doing that, but she was a champ.
So I'm feeling good. I think it's our vice because we don't drink or do drugs. It's like, oh, we're going to better our outward appearance because that's our addiction.
Literally though. Honestly, I don't know if that's a good thing for us, but here we are.
Right?
Everyone has a secret.
I don't know how to say it really.
No, she did.
She's gonna kill me.
She's gonna kill you.
Yeah. Are you for real?
I feel like I need to tell you something. She finds out, she would probably divorce him.
I don't want there to be any more secrets between us.
There's no way I'm doing this.
Jaw on the floor.
My name's Jessie. I am a hairdresser and I own a hair salon. We have had a billboard. People are talking about how they think it says jizz. I am definitely the one in the group that's a little more relaxed.
It's a vagina.
Yes! I'm getting my cookie redone. Do you guys want to see this?
Yes.
It looks so good.
But I hate that it feels like it's 4 and 4.
The sinners and the saints.
We don't drink, and so it just feels very insensitive.
I would rather give birth without an epidural than sit through this any longer.
I know you all dislike Whitney, and don't get me wrong, she definitely comes off as a mean girl in this show, but the true villain here is definitely Zach. In the show, the girls are planning a trip to Vegas, and Jen asks her husband Zach what he would think if they go to Chippendales. He knows he's on camera, and he is still threatening divorce when she poses a hypothetical. Later in the show, she ends up getting roped into going to the show despite her wishes, and when Zach finds out, he doubles down on his threat to divorce her. She breaks into tears when he says this, and he makes a ton of other hateful comments towards her, and the height of the irony is that he's gambling while they're in Vegas, which is also against the Mormon religion. This woman is gorgeous, she's had 2 of their babies, and her money from her content is going toward paying off his school debt and will send him to medical school, and he still has the audacity to say that she has low moral character and he doesn't want to be married to her anymore.
Some of the moms featured in the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives have been acting a little surprised on the internet recently about how they were portrayed in the show. I'm a full-time video editor and I want to give you a little bit of insight into why this might be. As you're watching any type of reality TV, when you come across shots like this, watch this person's face. You can see so very obviously their mouth is not lining up with the words they're saying, but the reality producers are relying on the fact that you're not paying that close of attention. Train your eyes to go where you think the producers don't want your eyes to go, and you will start to notice these very shoddy edits. There are also some crazily edited audio lines, but you can tell that the sentence the editors are stringing together are like bits and pieces from like 10 different sentences, but you'll have to listen for that when you watch.
Michaela Matthews from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and I think Jen and Zach are going to take the most heat this season.
Hey guys, it's Macy Neely from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and I think that Dakota is going to take the most heat this season, and he knows why.
My name's Demi, and I think that Whitney is definitely going to get the most heat this season.
Whitney.
Definitely Whitney.
Whitney.
Hi, I'm Whitney from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and I think I'm gonna get the most heat this season, 1000%.
Hulu has picked up season 2. They've ordered up 20 episodes coming to us spring 2025.
Sorry for blocking you, Taylor. So who's going to do the show? Macy posted this video today on her account right when Hulu made the announcement. And as you can see, she's kind of playing with the sinners and saints thing. So saying that her and Michaela are the only saints and that everyone else is a sinner. So obviously Taylor, Michaela, Macy will be back, Demi, Jesse, pretty much all the girls you see posting with each other. So Jen, ? Layla's back. Whitney, ? Whitney and her husband were most recently spotted at the People's Choice Awards red carpet. And then she was just on Caitlin Bristow's podcast where she flat out talks about how everyone thinks her husband is gay and says that she should make a spicy tape in the bedroom just to prove how much they get it on. And then Jen, of course, has been taking to Instagram talking about how young they were when they got married. We know that she no longer lives in Utah. She has moved away. So that does open up a big door. Maybe she'll come back for some episodes, but I think most of us are thinking that
we are a new generation of Mormon women.
We're all fighting the patriarchy. I'm launching a business.
I'm the breadwinner in my relationship. I have built a hair empire.
It's empowering and it's exciting and it's fun. All I have to do is take a picture, post it on my Instagram, that's it.
For 20,000. I wouldn't do it for 20, I'd do it for 100.
The entire season of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives dropped yesterday, and I'm almost done with the whole season. But if you haven't started it or you're halfway through it, I want to draw your attention to something that's done a lot in reality TV, kind of like a peek behind the curtain on the editing side of how reality TV is made. As you're watching scenes and conversations play out on the show, I want you to pay attention to how often the camera is actually pointing at the person speaking. You will notice that a surprisingly high percentage of the time we're actually not looking at the person speaking, we're looking at the reactions of people who are listening to them talk. Really what these reaction shots help editors with is hiding cuts between lines. Sometimes you can hear just like a line that you can tell has been Frankenstein together from several different clips, and these kinds of shots help hide those cuts. I actually shoot a lot of this reality style content, and I would say about 60 to 70% of the time I'm trying to shoot the person that's not talking. It's funny because people feel pressure to speak when I point the camera at them, but that's actually not what I'm looking for at all. I'm looking for reactions.
Hi everybody,
the secret's out.
You're about to get a sneak peek of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives
only on Hulu. Ooh. Is there more after that?
Do you think I'm a bad person for those mistakes that I did?
I don't think you're a bad person. I just think that you've done a lot of bad things and that have made you look bad. Have you talked to your bishop or the church about anything?
No.
No? How come?
I don't know, because like, what if they're gonna like excommunicate me?
Hey, when you are out soft swinging, what do you expect?
With all this soft swinging, what does that mean? Do you guys know like what they all did?
I think it's just everything but sex is what I understand.
Like oral too?
Yes. It was like swapping in front of each other, standing next to each other type stuff.
No! I just love also that it's like, okay, we can do everything but sex, so it's fine. It's like, no, you're sucking someone's So sorry, Jen.
Secret Life of Mormon Wife from a Real Mormon Wife. Let's talk about it. First off, I want to talk about the video I made before the show even came out, and I just want to like apologize because I was worried the girls were going to misrepresent it, but I was absolutely obsessed with the show. I couldn't stop watching. I just binged the whole thing within less than 24 hours. I also feel like they made a very good job for differentiating what we stand for and then like what they're doing versus like how the world portrays. I just feel like they did a really good job at showing all of the sides and also just being super relatable. Viewers, me watching, I found a lot of relatability in a lot of the things that they were doing and saying and working through. And following the show, I really didn't feel like they were bashing anything, which I kind of initially thought that that was the route it was gonna go, but I am obsessed with the girls. I love following them on social media. I have been keeping up with everything since the show came out. I don't know if you're team Taylor, if you're team Whitney or what, but I really don't have a side. I just looked at it as I just viewed it as a reality TV show. I don't know.
Now, Jen, I want to talk a little bit about Vegas. Do you find it hypocritical that Zach was so hard on you for getting dragged to Chippendales when he was allegedly out gambling at the same time?
Jen went over there last night.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, I felt bad. She didn't leave here though till like I think 2 a.m.
Well, yeah, I think he gambled till like probably 1:30 or 2.
And would you say the show has strengthened or weakened your relationship?
No, it's definitely strengthened our relationship. And yeah, I definitely think that we both learned so much and we both saw where we went wrong. And no marriage is perfect. And, you know, there are a lot of times where I'm going to fall short and he's going to have to pick up the rest of the pieces. And there are moments where he's going to fall short and I'm gonna have to pick up those pieces. And it was definitely one of those moments for me. The minute we stopped filming, we started therapy and did therapy like hardcore. And now we see it as a blessing because we've learned so much about each other.
I gave in and I watched 3 episodes of the Mormon documentary. I keep calling it a documentary. It's not. They fucking gave it the Bad Girls Club treatment. They have too much lore. Like, this thing has like chapters now. I think this is a big reason that it took me any amount of years to even give Fleetwood Mac a chance. Because they're like, well, because the original singer, then they broke up. Fucking miss me with that shit. It just, give me the product.
Chippendales, Fruity Pebbles, police cars, strippers, truth box, kicked out, painting class, juicy phone calls, swapping, my relationship, arrest, religious trauma, bitches. Oh no. Ooh.
Mormon Mom Talk versus
LA Mom Talk. How old were you when you got married?
I was 24.
22. I was 20 years old.
19.
How many babies do you want?
I would do one more, so that's 4 total.
4 to 6.
I want 10, but we'll see. I'm just kidding.
Oh dear.
Have you ever tried alcohol?
You'll see on the show I try it for the first time.
What time do they stop serving alcohol in Utah?
I don't know because I don't drink alcohol, but
How spicy does it get in the bedroom?
It depends on the day. Like sometimes I'm like, ooh, like let's get crazy. But I also like it conservative. Like let's be Mormon. Let's enjoy it. Yeah, let's be Mormon.
Mormons are depicted as conservative, but we have fun in the bedroom for sure. You describe the bedroom as spicy?
yes.
Do you have any moves?
I can't say. They're too good. Oh, your girl's Latina.
How long does it take you to get 2 miles?
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
We don't drink alcohol or do drugs, and so it's kind of our vice. Whitney and I did ketamine.
Hi everybody, I'm Taylor.
I'm Macy.
And I'm Whitney from Hulu's The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
And today we're playing 2 Truths and a Wives' Tale. I was valedictorian in my high school. I have siblings out in this world that I've never met. And I'm a mom of 3 children.
I tore my ACL, I got a BBL, and I was a tennis All-American in high school.
I've eaten crickets. I used to live in Africa, and I've gone skydiving.
Think you can spot the lie?
Prove it by submitting your guess in the comments below.
And don't forget to watch The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives only on Hulu.
Why every time I see you, I'm like, so you just lost like 10 pounds every time I see you? Stop.
Oh, it's because I just got over food poisoning. I've been literally my guts out.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
a little bit of nervous
light a
because
candle.
I get the anxiety shit.
I do too.
People that are living kind of in reaction to the culture are still the product of the culture. Like, with any ideology, there are going to be unintended byproducts of that ideology. And maybe to the average true believing member who looks down on these women, like that they're not able to see it as that. But like, that's what it is. These women are a product of, not even a byproduct of Mormonism. They are a product of Mormonism. It's just that it's this weird idea that Mormons continue to have, that unless it's the no true Scotsman fallacy, right? And it's like anything other than like perfect adherence to all the rules and the ways that we do it just means you're just not right. You don't get to count yourself as one enough. Even if it's like a smaller thing, or like, how often do we hear Mormons just completely dismiss other Mormon stories because like, well, my bishop didn't teach that, even though it's like, yeah, but we know that like tons of bishops do. And they're like, well, it's not doctrine. And it's like, well, it's taught everywhere.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. I will do it. Wait a second. 3, 2, 1. No!
It's so awkward.
And we were all swinging with each other. We all have really bad addiction problems, but like what I'm worried about is the future of Mom Talk. I'm a Mormon and a swinger. I love her, but I also hate her, and I also think that she's ugly, but I just really hope that Mom Talk survives all this. Like, we need this community.
Mom Talk survive this. Hold it.
I just hate Taylor because everyone forgave her for being an alcoholic, but nobody forgave me for dancing over my sick baby.
I'm dancing over my baby.
We are the stars of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Today we're gonna see a clip of the show. This is gonna be a first reaction. Ready? Yeah.
How was Macy? Didn't she go to the flower shop with her?
It was good. We kind of just caught up. She asked about how we were doing. I'm like,
Oh, she's still talking shit? Like always?
No.
Yeah, that's all she does.
That's all she does.
I'm scared. We're starting strong.
I don't want to sit next to Taylor. I'm scared. Should I sit over here? No, you're good. I'm first sit there. Okay, I'm Taylor. What's up, bitch? I'm just kidding. She won, though. Literally, she won.
We were raised to be these housewives for the men, serving their every desire. Well, I'm like, this. So I created Mom Talk.
I'm like ready to roll. Do you see me? I'm like, ready, let's go. Let's go.
I personally would never promote a sex brand.
Sex has been such a taboo topic, especially within the church for so long. It's like if we're trying to break the mold and modernize and get to a place of like normalizing.
Oh my god. Hey, wait, what are you wearing to Taylor's baby shower?
I don't know if I'm gonna go to that.
Oh, I forgot she told you.
Look what she did to her best friends.
Yeah.
Look how she them over.
Yeah. Is she
when this whole mom
She's talking about like
swinger drama
them too.
happened, it was
No.
immediate crash. We were all in this massive group chat.
She was there for Taylor though. No, she was honestly like kind of like making it like about herself. Yeah. It's not always about you.
She's shown as the queen bee, and we're all like these girls who kiss her ass and lick her pee, and I'm like, I'm done with that facade.
What?
What
does that even mean? I can't wait to watch this. No.
A lot of people are like, he is Cody Brown in 20 years. I actually think it's so much more malevolent. I feel like he is the husband in Handmaid's Tale who's like at the stripper. Like he's with the strippers
totally.
while he's expecting his wife to be pious.
Literally.
I don't
know. My sinning is okay, or like the way that I like break the rules is okay.
Literally, it's a joke. Can you just stop for a second and just like think of me as a person and my character?
Can you just think about me, please? As a human being, I did nothing wrong in this situation.
Well, Whitney, on the friendship front, it seems like Demi was really the one trying to turn everyone against you. I wanted to get your response to her claim that you allegedly admitted to posting the RSV video for likes and clout after a ketamine treatment.
It was such a personal moment for me in that treatment, and I've never done it before. It's a very intense drug, and even after, you're still kind of on it when it when you get the IV out. So I just don't really feel like I was in the right place. And after many months and days of therapy, no, I did not make that video for clout at all. You could be processing something else under that drug, and then, you're just spinning out all of these things. So to have filmed that and to have kept that and to have stated that to everyone else in such a personal, intimate moment was very hurtful.
Today is all about my hubby. This graduation party needs to be perfect.
What are you doing? It's just a little party favor for myself.
They call it Dirty Dr. Pepper for a reason. Are you serious, ladies? This is a grad party, not a 21st birthday. Actually, it's my 21st.
No one cares, Michaela.
Yeah.
Are you really gonna be tight about this?
Well, at least someone here is still tight.
She did not just go there.
Don't act like your brand isn't shaking ass like the rest of us. You know what? You're uninvited to my baby blessing.
Forgive me, Jennifer, for I have sinned. You guys need to stop acting like tramps. It's giving Mom Talk a bad reputation.
Girl, your Victorian doll dresses do that on their own. I just don't know if Mom Talk can survive this.
Okay, wait, we flipped. She's starting to turn into it.
I think she is.
Sisters. No! You what? Oh no. Oh! Oh my god! I thought there was something in just the past. Oh my god!
Dakota and I made this TikTok of saying, should we date or should we not? And of course my mom goes and gets in there and she puts the literal emoji, red flag. It gets a ton of likes. I go delete it. And then she goes, where's my comment go? It had so many likes. Oh my gosh, get off my TikTok.
I'm gonna insert myself in some drama. That Taylor chick on the Secret Mormons Lives of Secret Wives show is so annoying. First of all, that show is not even... First of all, I think they can't be members. I'm a member. You guys are not members. Who am I to judge? Okay, who am I to judge? I know some people follow me that are probably not going to like this video, but I don't really care because that show is messed up. It's not accurate. It makes members look... I mean, it's a bad look, and it's just not right, and it's just not cool. And I'm a firm believer in being cool. So... sorry if I ruffle your feathers. Anyway, that chick keeps coming up on my FIP, my For You page, and I don't like her. Why did she start, like, who's this thing about, like, some chick declining because she was going to be on it? I would, too. I wouldn't be on it, but I would decline it, too, because you're so...
You ready?
I'm ready.
What was the first thing you did today?
I laid in bed and looked at TikTok.
I made a bottle for my baby.
Said a prayer.
Sweet or savory?
Definitely sweet.
Savory. Sweet.
TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
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 Dream vacation?
Bora Bora.
Lake Powell, Utah.
Italy or France.
What can people see this season?
Lots of drama and lots of tears.
A lot of faith crisis, a lot of marital issues.
A lot of crying, a lot of growth. Lots of behind the scenes of things you don't see on social media.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Listen, I've been married to a Mormon lady for over 20 years, so yeah, they've got secrets. Most of them revolve around whatever their natural hair color is and how much they yell at the kids right before church. I will admit that she does have a drinking problem. Diet Dr. Pepper? She says that she can stop anytime she wants to, but I don't know if that's true. One time she went to a church function and the cookies she brought were store-bought. That scandal rocked the neighborhood for months. Okay, but I will say there is some sexy stuff. Sometimes after the kids are asleep, she'll put on some Phil Collins and then get into her softest sweatpants and work on a jigsaw puzzle. But I guess that was too spicy for Hulu, so they're making their show about something else.
Next time on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Ladies, I brought a game for us to play.
It's called the Bitchbox. Everyone writes a question and we all spill. Whitney, why are you jealous of Taylor?
Honestly, I'm jealous because the world was able to move on from Taylor being a huge whore, but not from me doing a TikTok dance. You were in the NICU. Your baby was fighting for its life.
Well, now Mom Talk's fighting for its life too. Ugh. Demi, did you ever say that Jen is too Mormon?
Yeah, maybe like a little bit I did. Why didn't you come to me first?
I needed a vent, not a confessional booth. You're kind of known for talking crap. Like when you called Taylor white trash. Seriously? You were wasted and hitting on my husband. What else is trashy about me? Where do we even begin? The swinging, the TikTok content, your patchy Bondi Sands tan. I just think it's iconic that Demi will call Taylor trashy wearing head to toe Shein. I can't do this.
Utah moms swinging.
Swinging with each other.
Soft swinging. With all the soft swinging, what does that mean? Do you guys know like what they all did?
Oh my gosh.
I think it's just everything but sex is what I understand.
Like oral too?
It was like swapping in front of each other, standing next to each other.
Oh. I just love also that it's like, okay, we can do everything but sex, so it's fine. It's like, no, you're sucking someone's So sorry, Jen.
Not part of any of it.
She said, I will make way more than he will ever make by the time he is done with medical school. Like, cool, it's great. Being a surgeon is great. But it's just hilarious to me that I feel like he thinks that he should just have his wife bowing and scraping to him and just protecting his ego and also like giving him the kudos for an accomplishment he has not accomplished.
Oh, right,
What is
right.
that she has accomplished?
Right.
Jen? She's the provider.
Yes. There's a clear division in Mom Talk, sinners versus saints.
Get into it.
My Heavenly Father, I say these things in His name.
This.
You're what the
And I say this in Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen.
Okay, guys, we're back. Did you miss us? Because we missed you.
I'd be more open, more
Yeah.
vocal for sure.
Yeah. You learn a lot from season 1. Like you learn like how everything works. You learn like boundaries and things like that. I definitely held back a little bit in season 1.
I did too, yeah.
But yeah, so maybe that.
Yeah. I feel like I was pretty open, but
You're open, yeah.
I'm sure I could be even more open.
I was playing it safe, but next season I got
yeah.
inspired this summer.
Yeah.
Jesse knows, so.
Yeah. Layla's gonna show. Well, you won't be single though. I was like, you could show your single self, but if you have a boyfriend, you
gonna
may
have
be
to break up with him.
Yeah,
You're
sorry.
day by day, day by day.
This is a new show. I feel like you don't even need to know what is really going on in order to watch the show. Lots of drama, lots of breaking the Mormon rules, I would say. Sex, alcohol. They love soda.
Maybe they get
Coca-Cola.
caffeine free.
No, because remember in the show, one of the moms was like, we don't have, people going through coffee shops here in Utah, but soda shops open at 6 a.m. and people run through the drive-thru to get their sodas at like 7 a.m. because they need the pick-me-up.
That is interesting. Something I am really jealous of Utah for
Swig.
is the soda shops.
Those
yeah,
sound so fun.
They look good. Hulu was smart though to link
smart.
up with these ladies because this is really good TV. It's very interesting. I'm only like 2 episodes in, but
I seriously feel like it's going to be like the next big,
I think so
big
too.
thing.
Utah moms swinging
with each other.
soft swinging. With all the soft swinging, what does that mean? Do you guys know like what they all did?
Oh my gosh.
I think it's just everything but sex is what I understand.
Like oral too?
It was like swapping in front of each other, standing next to each other.
I just love also that it's like, okay, we can do everything but sex, so it's fine. It's like, no, you're sucking someone's So sorry, Jen.
Not a part of any of it.
Then Jessie is introduced and she owns Jay-Z Styles. I believe she was 30 years old. And she also says she was not involved in the swinging, she was involved in the scandal, but she was not involved in the actual acts of swinging. But yeah, kind of fun fact.
I need to tell you the craziest freaking crap right now. I'm pregnant. And that's not even the crazy part. I need a soda right now or I'm gonna lose it. The stress is not good for the baby. Call husband. You need to stop sending men on the internet photos of your asshole.
Babe, why?
Because you just do. All the girls tell me that it's not appropriate what you're doing. Hey, John. It's my probation officer. Look at this photo of Michaela drinking wine at an Italian restaurant. She's such a whore. I'm only telling you this because I'm a girl's girl, but I sleep with your husband every day. We need to go to Vegas.
Oh, what happened?
What does it look like happened, bitch? I need a soda.
I'm Whitney. I'm still Whitney. I'm Whitney still. Still Whitney. Sorry, I just changed my hair 76 times in one season, which is super helpful to the audience. My husband does it too, but that's just to make sure no one recognizes him from Grindr. I mean, Tinder. We went with Tinder. Yeah, so no one recognizes him from Grindr. As LSD members, we do not do any drugs, like drinking coffee or tea. Do you guys want to do some ketamine? I know it's just Botox, but can you give me like a ton of laughing gas? We wanted to announce our pregnancy like all LSD members do. What if we put my piss-covered pregnancy test inside of a cake and then make all of my family members eat it? I didn't leave the Mom Talk group chat for people to reach out to me. I just don't get why no one reached out. I quit Mom Talk. It's not like I quit Mom Talk. I never run away from my problems.
Here's 3 tips on how to get the perfect Utah curls. First step is hitting it with some heat. You want to make sure you clamp the iron on and twist as you release. Second is you want to make sure you spray it with hairspray so it lasts all day long. Third is you want to comb through it to give it that nice, effortless wave. And that's how you get the perfect Utah curl.
More secret lives of Mormon wives. I can't prove this, but sometimes I think that she only fast forwards through the naughty bits when other people are in the room. One time at Cafe Rio, I saw her get a water cup and then she just filled it with Sprite. I have children with this monster. I'm not sure my wife really believes in equality because, she can have celebrity crushes and I can't. I'm not that religious myself, but I'm pretty sure the things that she says in traffic are not things that Jesus would say. Sometimes we use the power of procreation for recreation. Sometimes the PTA will ask her if she'll volunteer for stuff, and she says that she's too busy. She's not. One time at Christmas, she sang, "Don, we now are gay apparel." She listens to a lot of true crime podcasts about women who killed their husbands. I should probably lower my insurance policy.
We're not all swingers. You don't have to marry by a certain age. There's pros and cons.
Right.
And that was one of the pros, because for me, the show is like there's pros and cons. That's a pro. More people are going to hear about the church. More people are going to hear Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Mormons. My thoughts are on the con, though, is just representation. Because they're already, just in the clips that we've seen, making statements about what standards are or certain policies or commandments, and that's bad representation.
You kind of like the drama in the relationship, huh?
No, I don't like the
little
drama.
bit. You like a little bit of jealousy.
I like that he
because you
gets
can
jealous,
tell
huh?
that he cares.
I
can see it.
Hey guys, it's Macy Neely from The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and we're gonna do some rapid fire questions. Do I wear garments? I do sometimes.
Hell no.
No, I don't.
Yes. Not right now.
Do I wear garments? No.
No.
Yes. I do not. Do I drink alcohol? Yes, occasionally.
No. No.
Sometimes I dabble.
No.
Not anymore. Do I drink alcohol? No. Do I drink coffee? Yes. Every day. About 3 times a day.
No.
Do I drink coffee? Yes.
No.
Not anymore. No. Do I go to church every Sunday? No, but I try.
Yes. I try my best.
Do I go to church every Sunday? No. I try to. Absolutely. Never.
I don't think I've been to church in like 7 years.
Do I gamble? Occasionally.
No.
No.
Do I gamble? Absolutely not.
Yes and no. Nope.
Do I curse? Yes, but we're working on that one. Hell yes.
A lot. Yes.
Yes.
All the time.
It depends on the day.
Absolutely.
What's your... Taylor used to be the face of Mom Talk, but once the whole controversy blew up, no one really knew what Mom Talk stood for anymore. Like, is it just a bunch of swingers, or are we just a bunch of Mormon women fighting the patriarchy?
Can we talk about episode 1 of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives on Hulu? So if you're watching this on TikTok, then you already heard of the scandal that was Mom Talk, where some of these Salt Lake City Mormon wives were swinging, soft swinging with each other. And everyone has been talking about the show since its premiere, but I just have a different take after watching episode 1. Taylor, who is the one who exposed the soft swinging amongst this group, and I have to say, she did it because she wanted clout. She did it because she wanted it to go viral. And this might make me sound like an old fogey, but I think this next generation, this is what they do. They do things to get clout. They do things to get things to go viral. And because it's rewarded with millions of followers and a reality TV show that so far is a hit. Have you been watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? Let me know what you think in the comment section.
These are the different sodas I would give to the cast of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I just finished and I can't stop thinking about it. My qualifications are that I'm a soda aficionado, a reality TV lover, and a one-time visitor to the state of Utah. First up, we have Taylor. I'm not giving her a soda. I'm giving her a water with a birth control crushed up in it. She cannot seem to remember to take it. I want to help her out. Plus, she cries a lot on the show. She's a new mom. She needs the hydration. I'm giving Layla a can of the delicious grapefruit flavored soda, Squirt. I think she'd really enjoy it. No other reason. I'm giving Demi Mountain Dew because it's high in caffeine and she needs her energy to fight with all these women and pork her husband all night long. I'm giving Whitney a ginger ale because between her pregnancy nausea and this GERD-inducing drama, she probably needs something to settle her stomach. This woman right here is a business bitch, and that means she gets one thing and one thing only, Diet Coke. I'm giving Dakota a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi that's been rolling around on the floor of my hot car for the last month. It's not like the worst thing you could drink, but it doesn't sound good. I'm gonna give Jen a Dr. Pepper with Pebble Ice because I want the best for her. And I'm giving this man a cup of piss.
I guess you could say a lot of us in Mom Talk look similar. We all have a similar style or a similar look, but we're just going off base what's trending, especially in Utah. There's a lot of blonde bitches here. So, I mean, what do you expect?
As a Mormon feminist scholar, sociologist, and somebody raised Mormon, I'm going to be watching every episode of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and tell you what I think. So, Give me a follow so you don't miss an episode. Let's have a discussion. Ask me your questions and I can answer it with all of the dirty little insights, all of the things I know. And lastly, share this with your friends because, come on, more Mormon. The more the merrier.
What was your husband's reaction when you said you wanted to do the show?
Okay. At first he was like, he doesn't watch reality TV. He doesn't even have social media. Like, he's so disassociated with all of that stuff. So at first he was like, okay, like, so they just film you, they follow you around, blah, 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 blah. And then it turned into something way more than that, so. He was in for a surprise, that's for sure.
I'm dressed more Mormon than you.
I know! I'm the sluttier one here. I can't go to church in this, that's for sure. No.
And then there's obviously been a lot of trending topics on social media with certain people saying that they were asked to do the show, didn't do it.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that whole situation?
Okay, my thoughts on that is I get it. Protect your peace. Know yourself. And if that's your decision you want to make, go for it. But don't lie about why you made the decision to not do the show. Like reality TV that is raw and authentic and like.
Then we have a freaking Minion Fest over here. Minion Fest. Chihuahua Fest. Of two little puppies sitting next to Whitney being like, back off, she's unstable.
I went to the Secret Life of Mormon Wives. I think that's what it's called. The premiere.
I'm so
met the entire cast. I'll put some clips somewhere. They were all so nice, so fun. The only thing that it lacked was alcohol. There was no alcohol at the party.
Even better. I wish I was there. That's my kind of party.
We were all searching for it, including the Mormons. Every one of us were like, is there at least wine? Is there something here?
They're not even allowed to drink coffee.
No, no
That's
coffee, no
wild.
nothing.
Yeah.
They can drink soda though. They can drink
really?
soda. That's like a big thing out there. Like you can have a ton of, it's not the caffeine that they can't have.
I thought it was the caffeine.
No, it's not
'cause
the
it's
caffeine.
like a stimulant. Like it does something to
It's
alter
not the caffeine.
Bounce when she walk, then bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk, clap when she walk, clap when she walk.
That you're glad that got cleared up.
Oh, for sure the swinger stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say that
for sure. Swinger. For
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
When it first dropped and you started getting all the comments, like when everybody was assuming, what was your initial like reaction that like you told like your?
I literally, you guys, I never get rattled. Like they know this, and I that night was like having a panic attack.
Yeah.
I was like, my business is
Yes,
going
yeah.
under.
Yeah.
People hate.
You were freaking out
because people were tagging my business, being like, "You just ruined it. Like the empire's gone. See ya." And I was like, so I was freaking out, but. The last few weeks have shifted my perspective because people were really mean, and now it's kind of changing where people are like, "Oh, the Mormons are being really judgmental.
Yeah.
You need to stop."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's hopefully going to change. But I was panicked.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I wasn't that worried. I mean, I think like when I saw all the negativity from like the Mormons, which is funny because I am Mormon, but you know, I was like, what the heck is going on? I was like, come on, people. So, but I don't really care. I have like pretty thick skin, so I'm like, you can judge all you want, but you ain't seen it, so
yeah.
I was trust those.
Dakota and I done the whole show thing. I want to start fresh. I want to have a good relationship. Just be honest with me. 3 weeks in, we're like getting closer. He's spending the night. We're like sleeping together. I asked him, I was like, hey, do you want to hang out? And he goes like, I'm hanging out with my guys tonight. And he sends a picture with him and all his guy friends. I was like, okay, awesome. Have fun tonight. Again, we're still not dating. But then later in our relationship, he told me that that night he went off and hooked up with a girl. Like, I feel like he came in and hurt me. And I'm angry at him because I love him, but I'm not ready to give in to him. I feel like I'm still not healed to this day from the lies he told, and that like he chose like someone else over me, and I think it hits a different spot in me where I didn't feel good enough, and I still don't, because I'm like, if I was good enough, he wouldn't have done that to me. I feel bad because it's like been a long time. And we're having a baby, and I can't get over it.
You've gone and gotten yourself another season of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I wish I could be excited about this. I am not. I actually hated this show. I only watched maybe an episode and a half. I could not get into it. I found it extremely fake. I don't find any of these guys are actually friends, and for being an unscripted TV show, I found it very scripted. There's no way this wasn't going to have a season 2. This has already become the streamer's #1 unscripted premiere, and they're expecting filming of the new season to begin next week. I know you're excited. I wish I was. I can't get into it. And this is coming from someone who watches all the reality shows. Below Deck, Love is Blind, Love Island. I just can't do this one.
Lived this religion for 25 years, but it doesn't make sense to me. You can't have coffee, tea, no hot drinks, but then we do ketamine for therapy and we drink soda that has way more caffeine.
I know hot drinks.
It's in the Word of Wisdom, what Mormons obey and follow. What I've heard is that back in the day when the Word of Wisdom was written, the hot drinks usually had hallucinogens in them. It just hasn't been updated since then.
There's a lot of loopholing, I feel like, happening.
The Word of Wisdom also says eat meat sparingly, and no Mormon does that either.
I've heard some rumors about Whitney, maybe they're not true, but that she's a swinger. That someone saw Connor on Tinder.
I saw this post that someone made about Connor being on Tinder. I think I brought it up and I was like, by the way, like we saw this, and she's like, oh, it's not true. Yeah, she's like, they took his pictures from high school, from his Facebook high school account or whatever, and put it on Tinder.
The first scene or the first thing you see when you see these TikTok moms, right? This mom talk. These women wear tank tops or crop tops, and instantly on social media, I was seeing this outcry of people saying, this doesn't represent Mormon wives. Even from people who are never going to watch the show or never had watched the show at this point, right? And I wanted to point out the first thing that people do to be able to recognize whether somebody who's married or would have been married in the temple is Mormon or not is based on whether or not they're wearing garments.
And what they're wearing, because garments, we'll get into this, but you can only wear certain kinds of clothing in order to cover up the garments that you're supposed to be wearing. And so that's a key point, though, is that Mormon wives, the reason that is such a big deal is you only get your garments if you've been through the temple.
You guys, can we talk about the secret lives of Mormon wives? Why is this the reality show that we all needed? Genuinely, I feel like I am not a reality TV girl other than the Kardashians, and I freaking love this show. I think it is so scandalous, so much drama. Part of me also can relate to these girls. I don't know, I'm not Mormon, nothing against the Mormon church. I'm not Mormon, I'm not from Utah, but there's something about these girls that I just love and I crave. And I cannot wait for the second season. Love it. Literally, I've been telling everybody about it.
All right, guys, come with me to order my special drink. It's called the Demi Dream. And what is in it?
Sugar-free coconut, fresh lime juice, a little topping.
I feel like I am in Utah. Let's try it out, see if they got it right.
I'm having the Stanley.
10 out of 10. Carter, incredible.
All right, you guys, we are ordering the Jen's Genesis drink right now. Diet Dr. Pepper, vanilla, peach, and half and half. My favorite.
Like 3 times a week.
I literally do this or drink this like 3 times a week. Okay, let's try it. You guys have to try the Genesis. It's amazing.
A little bit strong on the peach, but 9.3 out of 10.
We're gonna go try my drink. Can I get a Layla Pop? My drink has Mountain Dew, mango puree, and strawberry puree, and it's the best drink ever. I'm sorry to everyone else, but mine wins. Chef's kiss, 10 out of 10. There's root beer, toasted marshmallow, and cream. So good. So fluffy. So tasty. 10 out of 10. So good.
Can you describe Whitney as a person?
I have different feelings than they do.
Well, I know
Don't ask Macy.
You're still very close to
Macy
Whitney,
always
is that right?
defends her. We're still good friends, but we're not like as close as we were when the show was filming.
And what about you guys?
Yeah, I think she's very
cordial.
Manipulative would be my word.
With her, though, how is that like then when you're coming together to promote this show? You're still all a part of Mom Talk. So being a part of Mom Talk doesn't mean you all have to like each other.
We're all really
I think
close,
we all
honestly,
get along even when she is there. I think everyone is very cordial and everyone vibes well. Like
We're grown adults. We're not going to just ignore her and not talk to her.
we have to work with her.
But it doesn't even feel awkward though. Like, you know, it almost
Maybe
seems like
not
it'd be
for you.
awkward. Maybe,
Yeah,
well,
no,
maybe not
I'm
for
gonna
me.
be petty,
Like,
and
but
I'm
I
gonna
feel
say
like
it's
everyone's like
definitely
laughing
awkward.
and vibing, so I don't know.
If she apologizes, we can forget, but there's been no
That's the thing. There's no
apologies.
accountability. And so I think we've given her grace for so long. And I think that's what she wants. I think she
Yeah.
wants to keep making these bad decisions and bad behaviors and kind of burning the bridge with everyone and then expecting everyone to just forget about it. And then she's like, oh, I don't even know what I did wrong.
Why are we making a TV show called The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? This is the Mom Talk group. And they were participating in soft swinging, which is like almost going all the way, but not.
I have never seen someone who's so open about not living those standards that the church espouses and still call themselves LDS.
It's just interesting that they're like promoting that life because it's like, it just rubs us wrong.
Is it okay for the people that are on wide ends of this spectrum to be representing the wives in that church?
Oh,
Please, Lord,
make me the biggest star the world has ever known.
That was it.
I'm the bold one of the group.
Oh, I'm the spicy one of the group. I'm the drama of the group.
I am the disruptor of the group.
I'm the bestie of the group.
I'm the funny one of the group.
And I'm the leader of the group.
This is definitely typical Whitney.
So you get laughing gas while you get your Botox, but you can't drink a cup of coffee in the morning? Let's break down the biggest shockers from the secret lives of Mormon wives. So Mormons go by this health clause that says you can't drink hot drinks, so instead they all drink sodas. I'm talking at 8 in the morning.
But Layla is introduced at this point. She's 22. She was married at 19 and is now divorced. And she says that she has never had the big O. She has never climaxed in her life. And she's been married for, I can't remember how long she was married. Oh, and divorced. So that is crazy. So everybody's like, oh my gosh, take these home. Like, you have to try them and all this stuff.
The more interesting side to this that I think has a lot of people riled up is like the Exmo community. The people who have left the mainstream LDS church is still divided into two. There's the people who say, you go for it, girls, fight the patriarchy, do what you want, don't let the church hold you back, you should be able to do whatever you feel like, good for you, take the good parts of the church, leave the bad, and that are like, kind of do think that the mom talk is empowering for people or think that the church is headed in the right direction, even if they're not a part of it anymore. The other group is the people who look at these women and say, I followed all of the rules, but when I stopped believing doctrinally, then I stepped away and got ostracized for that. And yet there are girls who are not following the rules and getting to have like the badge of honor or the title of Mormon. And that can be painful or hard.
Oh my, ew, what is that? Ew. Ew.
What are you guys doing
Mom,
to me?
pick it up. Ew, what is that?
It's a knife. Stop saying ew, Whitney. Can you figure it out?
What is it, Mom?
Oh.
Oh my god, that is disgusting. What did you put on a cake? Oh my gosh, I know what it is. Oh my gosh. Oh, Whitney.
I don't know.
I wanted to do something really creative to tell my mom and dad and my siblings that I was pregnant.
Is this the pea stick?
Yes.
The actual pea stick?
Yeah, it is.
Did you actually pee on that, or is it just like a...
I actually peed on that.
Okay, why did you put that in the cake?
There's a lid on it.
There's residue that get, like the germs that...
I guess I didn't really think it fully, thoroughly, clearly, but the lid is on. So there's that.
A lot of us in Mom Talk look similar. There's a lot of blonde bitches here. What do you expect?
Sometimes fights are necessary.
From spreading the good word to spreading the word about vibrators.
We don't put up with the patriarchy.
Please, Lord, make me the biggest star the world has ever known.
This.
Show me what you're working with.
Show me.
So these are Jack Mormons. The Jack Mormons that now have a reality TV show.
Very interesting. Are people really raised to serve a man's every desire?
There's nothing wrong with that. Okay.
That's not gonna end
There's
well.
some parts of the faith I really appreciate.
Can someone be raised to serve my every desire?
All right, okay.
I'd like that.
Most interesting relationship I thought with the moms was Jen Affleck. Her father-in-law is a heart surgeon and her mom is the cleaning lady at the hospital that he does his surgeries. Now that's a crazy dynamic.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives has made waves, offering a look into the lives of 8 popular Mormon mom talk influencers who shot to fame in 2020. The series, which premiered on September 6, centers on the aftermath of a shocking, soft-swinging scandal that erupted in 2022. Taylor Frankie Paul, the most prominent member of the group, sent shockwaves across the internet when she announced her divorce and revealed that she and her then-husband, Tate, had been involved in soft swinging. Taylor admitted to crossing those boundaries, which led to the end of her marriage. But the scandal didn't stop with her. Taylor claimed that swinging was a common practice among her Mormon friend group, exposing her fellow influencers to intense scrutiny. The show delves into the fallout from this revelation, uncovering the hidden secrets and complex dynamics within the group. Stay tuned for part 2. This is Beverly Hills Gossip. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I don't know how we're gonna survive this.
I really want Mom Talk to survive. It's my life right now.
This is exhausting. Can Mom Talk even survive this?
I do worry about Mom Talk, and at this point, maybe Mom Talk won't survive.
So I'm curious. I have a question for active members of the LDS Church, the Mormon Church, especially those that have been commenting or talking about the Hulu show, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and commenting on the ad about how like these are not real Mormon women. What is a real Mormon? I'm genuinely asking. I would love for you to put in my comments what you think is a real Mormon. Like what rules, like a detailed description. I mean, I know it's hard in the comment section, but like what practices are they supposed to follow? What rules are they supposed to adhere to? What doctrines are they supposed to believe? What is a real Mormon in your opinion? And then I'd be curious if you asked 10 Mormons in your own life what they think a real Mormon is, and ask all those questions. Ask older Mormons, ask younger Mormons, what is a real Mormon? What does it mean to be a real member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? I'm super curious. I would love to know. And I am also very curious to see if any of you are going to disagree in my comments. I just have a feeling you might.
Maturing is realizing the only 2 women that are in healthy relationships on the entire, actually I'll give 3, I think. The only 3 women, the third is questionable, but I'll say 3 for right now, on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is Demi, Jessie, and Macy. And the reason I'm like hesitant on Macy is because like I don't know if like her husband was like, I'd never get jealous. I don't love that. Jealousy is not a healthy trait, but envious even? I don't know. But no. I think if you're like stable in your relationship. Okay, I'll give them 3. But the rest of them, I feel so bad for these women. Taylor, I feel especially bad for. I like think so highly of her, and I love that she's like protecting herself and protecting what she wants by not just marrying Dakota. So far, he is a red flag, but so is Jen's husband. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. No. Anyways, I love Demi and her husband, and I love Jessie and her husband. So. But yeah.
I wasn't sad. I cheated on my girl.
To hear this story from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Now, this couple's story was the most shocking to me in the first episode. I just finished watching the first episode. Of course, we're gonna talk about it, but this deserved its own video because what the heck? So this is Jace Matthews, who is the husband of Michaela Matthews, who is on this new show on Hulu, and he apparently impregnated a 16-year-old little girl who had absolutely no education. Now, I'm not sure if this is one of those things that's completely normal in their church. It seems like it very well could be, because a lot of the women on this show are talking about how they were pressured into the man that they married at a very young age. But the crazy part about this story is that her mom was apparently a Mormon church leader, and not only allowed this man to have access to her child, but also then forced her minor child into marrying her abuser, which is an absolutely heartbreaking and tragic story just within the first couple seconds of her introducing herself and her family.
I was born and raised Mormon. My mom was one of the church leaders, so we would have to act like the most perfect little Mormon family.
How old were you when you met Jace?
16. Jace was 21 then.
I did not expect this part to come out, and they are acting like this is such a normal thing. I wanted to see what you guys thought of it, because 16 and 21, that sounds wrong to me, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think.
Do fans think I'm going to be a saint or a sinner? Definitely a sinner. I drink alcohol, I've been divorced, and I'm not afraid to say what's on my mind.
I think that viewers are definitely going to think I'm a sinner because I was twerking on stage with a stripper. Comparing myself to the other cast members, I must be a saint.
I think viewers are going to see me as a saint.
That viewers are going to view me as a saint.
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives that I haven't seen anyone else talking about, and it is where Whitney is sitting on the sofa with a bunch of the other girls, and they are talking about her husband's cheating on Tinder, that he sent photos to other people, and that he also was watching corn videos. This is the scene I'm going to talk about here, and I want to see if you catch it.
It makes a little more sense. Okay, he's confused sexually, but with...
So she says that he is confused sexually, and I guess I took that because usually when that phrase is used, it's used in a sense of people are seeking things that are outside hetero. So I took that he was confused and that he was watching men on men videos or something else. I don't know, maybe transgender individuals, maybe some kind of other category that's not like, you know, Mormon vanilla woman on man type thing. Maybe I'm wrong, but that is just anyway, like usually when someone uses that phrase that they are confused is that, especially in the church, is that kind of line of thinking. Caught that little thing and I was like, I wonder if there was more said that they like edited out or she asked to have removed or something. Maybe I'm reading into this too much anyway, but if you are watching the show, what are your thoughts on it? And are you excited for hopefully a new season? Maybe soon. Fingers crossed.
What fruity cereal incident? I do want to know.
You don't want to know.
We all did like a girls trip to go to California. We got invited by a brand to go out there, so we just made this huge trip of it. I don't even know how it came up, but then Demi started sharing this crazy sex story involving Brett, her husband, and Macy was like, absolutely not, that did not happen. Like kind of like egging Demi on, and she was like, I'm gonna prove it to you. Demi calls Brett and they have that intimate conversation. Brett doesn't know that we're all listening. Yeah, I've never heard anything like that, so.
Their conversation was even a little like dirty.
Oh my God.
She's like, do you remember when this happened? He's like, yeah. And I was sitting there like mouth to the ground. I was like, there's no way, and he was like into it.
But what exactly did they do?
Hi. Okay, thank you. She cannot be in here for the remainder of the story.
Can you tell me?
I was like, I'm not saying it.
Here, come here, I'll tell you. I'll whisper it to you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, wait, Macy, come here.
Let me use you.
I am appalled.
Oh, goodness.
You ever done anything like that?
No, I don't think I'm that wild.
Wait, I just want to see.
Let me use you. Okay, you lay down. You lay down.
You're gonna enact this.
You lay down.
I'm scared. Don't put your.
Wait, I'm not wearing underwear, so don't look.
Okay, lay down.
I'm scared. Don't get your coochie juice in my face.
Okay, no, lay flat.
He wouldn't lay like that. No, he was in a chair.
No.
Yes, he was.
Nuh-uh.
He was.
How do you guys know
No, she said he was laying down.
I cannot. Just looking up at you is giving me like, ew, wait, you're not wearing underwear right now? No, I'm trying to not flash her. She's trying to get her juices on me.
Okay, what does this have to do with the cereal? I'm so confused.
What does it have to do with fruity cereal?
What can I say? The fruity cereal has to do with taste.
I started this show thinking I was going to be like continually just kind of like turned off by Taylor. You know, initially when I saw the mom talk drama, I think I was like, this girl and I are different. I was fully judgmental.
Yeah.
And after watching it, I'm like, I like her. She's a homegirl. Like, I feel like she is someone who I would spend time with and I would feel like, oh, I know where I stand with you.
Yeah.
Whitney, she's a mystery. She's like a scary mystery.
You don't know what she's capable of.
You don't.
When they were in the Park City house, she was ready to just like light these friendships on fire. And it's like, we all have petty moments and say stuff we shouldn't. It's a special kind of conniving friend that is just ready to use your worst moments against you.
When she's pressed about it, just like breaks down into tears. And so it's kind of just like, you can't even have a conversation anymore. Totally. She's the victim.
Did you take in consideration anything that I have told you before?
What do you think? I did not.
It's starting to hit. Ooh. Stop, Whitney.
Whitney, Michaela, and Macy are fully active members, and I do think strong in the church, I just naturally gravitated toward them. I was planning on inviting everyone, but then everything that happened at the graduation party with Jesse drinking alcohol and Jordan drinking alcohol, like, I just didn't want to cause more drama. And, you know, baby blessings are so sacred and so special, and, like, you do have to set that boundary. And Zach's not close to Jordan or Jesse.
So are you going to invite them then, or no?
I mean, what would you do? Would you invite everyone? Like, would you invite Taylor?
No.
I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah. Okay, like, should I feel bad for not? I don't know. Who cares?
With Whitney as like the current leader of Mom Talk, maybe she should try and bring us all closer together instead of encouraging Jen to not invite the other 4 girls and not cause that divide that Whitney's causing right now.
I was put in a tough situation because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
And then I was like,
now I feel bad because I kind of... I'm dead.
We're having a serious conversation over here, Macy. It like finally hits me when I'm done. And I'm like, yes.
A secret would be,
What secret?
let me tell you a juicy secret.
I definitely have a lot of secrets, but I'll save it for the show.
Is it just me, or is anyone else confused why this is the only cast member of the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives show that has her last name literally every time she enters the screen? And producers or editors, whoever did this, wanted us to know that this is Jen Affleck. Not just Jen Affleck. Even the star of the show, Taylor. We don't get Taylor Frankie Paul, we just get Taylor on the screen. So my question is, why? Is it really the Ben Affleck second cousin thing? It's just bizarre, and a little just weird. And what's crazier, this article says that Ben Affleck's stepbrother Zach is portrayed as crazy by his wife in the Hulu series. He doesn't seem like a completely unrelated person. He knows he's being filmed. This is another article. As Zach Affleck's mother said, Hulu ruined the marriage and family after Molman's wife's release. We all have eyes. Zach's crazy behavior towards his wife and possible game madness. This is very obvious in the show. His wife tries to hide because she is afraid this will happen. Not much editing can make him look worse than he is when he tries not to look bad. The worst part is, he knows they are filming. He can't even stop himself. This is a huge problem.
It's official, Jen Affleck is leaving Mom Talk. Apparently, Jen is leaving Mom Talk as her husband Zach wants her to distance herself from the group. It was very clear that they had a lot of problems this season, and the show ended off on a cliffhanger if they were going to move to New York or not. Jesse said that Jen told her she's leaving Mom Talk because of Zach. He doesn't want her associated with them. Zach got into medical school in New York, which is one of his top dream schools to go to, and medical schools are super hard on marriages. Zach resists waiting a year, so Jennifer says, if we avoid all of our issues and just keep moving forward, we don't know if our marriage will last. Jess said that she was the provider on the show, but if they end up moving to New York, she's going to have to leave the Mom Talk group. Jen did post on her Instagram story this morning that she's in New York and her mom is visiting for the first time. If Jen is leaving Mom Talk, that means she's leaving the show, and we don't know if Whitney's coming back. There has to be a season 2, so I think they'll have to bring in a couple newbies. Zach's family also went online this week and was very disappointed in the show, said that Hulu was out to ruin families, and that they did not like what was shown. They even expressed that they were disappointed in Jen for throwing her husband under the bus. Is this the end of Jen for Mom Talk? I think so.
It was awful. At this point, I'm like, can Mom Talk even survive this?
If you think what's happened up to this point is crazy, wait till you see what's happening right now. Holy There would be no Mom Talk if I hadn't created it. I feel that I should be given a little bit of grace in the situation. I was being torn to shreds for like ruining people's lives and then them using it for like clout. Okay, did I ruin your life or did I help your life?
Public enemy #1. Also, her husband is definitely gay. Literally loved her. Yes, she is a mess, but she is so honest and vulnerable about it, and it's just like almost endearing in a way that we like see her break down and then learn on TV. I don't know, I love her. My boyfriend also pointed out that you never catch Taylor talking shit on anyone else. Like, I seriously don't think you can pull a clip of her from the show of her talking badly about any of the other girls in Mom Talk. Okay, I just thought she was like kind of an issue the whole time. Like in the beginning, she was trying to be a people pleaser and be everyone's best friend. And then by the end, she was trying to start all this drama, I think just to get more screen time and because the producers made her do it. Since posting about this, everyone has been like, do you know her backstory? And it's like, no, I didn't. And now that I've been made aware of her like story and how her baby daddy died or whatever, I do feel bad for her, and I do wish that the producers let her have that screen time to tell her story. So hopefully in season 2 we get a better storyline for Macy. I know a lot of people love her, but I was just like, what are you doing here? You're obviously a filler person, and I'm sure that there's substance to her, but the producers didn't make that known. I was like naturally drawn to Jen. I think she is so beautiful naturally, like compared to all the other girls. I thought she stood apart. But I was like, it's a red fucking flag if you're putting up with a husband like that. Granted, it's the fault of the Mormon church and like all the brainwashing they do to women in that religion. But yeah, I do love her. I just think she needs to leave her husband. I definitely was like, you're trying to make fetch happen, Jess. Like, just... And, like, I know. I'm a bitch. Like, no one asked for my opinion on this. I don't really care. I sit at home. Like, I'm unemployed, but... Jess, girl, it's time to hang up the cleats. It's time to retire. You're not made for television. I do like her a lot. There was one scene in the last episode where she was like, am I Queen Bee now? And I was like, ooh, cringe. Like, I don't like saying that. I guarantee the producers made her like have that conversation out loud, which she was probably cringing at. But I do think this girl has what it takes to make the show really good. So I'm a dummy fan.
This is definitely crossing the line.
I do not feel like I should be here.
It's very, very taboo.
There's probably going to be drama and it's gonna get bad.
Yeah, but why are you mad at me?
What the hell?
I don't even know if these friendships are worth fighting for.
After learning the actual details of the soft swinging these Mormon couples did, let me just say I don't think it was very soft. I finally got around to listening to Taylor's episode of the Vial Files, and it is so juicy. But it's long, and she talked in great detail about a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna break this recap up into sections, based on your interest level. And those sections are as followed: swinging, the fallout, arrest, Dakota, and the actual show. And lucky for you, this section is called The Actual Swinging, the dirty details. And again, this is all from what Taylor said on Vial Files. So Taylor starts off by saying the basics. Her and her husband were in an open relationship with a group of friends, and one of those women was Taylor's best friend. Nick then asks how the whole swinging thing started, and Taylor says that they were all just at a party and drinking, and one of the guys was like, hey, you girls should make out. And the girls were like, yeah, we should make out. That would be so hot. So then the girls made out with each other. But then with each party, they kind of started doing more and more things. For example, they'd be like, okay, now how about you guys make out with your clothes off? Okay, how about now we just take like sexy lingerie photos together? It just kept escalating. But at this point, this was still fairly new and there were only 2 couples involved, Taylor and her husband and another couple. And based off of what I'm gathering, that other couple that was there in the very beginning was Taylor's best female friend. And Taylor is not holding back on the details about their situation. She says they would make out in the same bed with this other couple. They would have intercourse with the opposite spouse in the same bed with this other couple. And she says that this went on for about a year until they decided to invite a third couple to join them. So they would have these big group parties, and those weren't the sex parties, okay? The sex parties took place after the group parties, but they noticed at one of the group parties that there was this one couple and they seemed kind of down to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? And according to Taylor, this third couple was more down to do shit with Taylor and her husband than the other original couple was. But then this whole operation came to a halt when they were all together at a cabin about to have sex, and Taylor's husband was like, wait, we can't keep doing this. What if one of you girls gets pregnant and we don't know who the father is? And everyone's like, yeah, you're right. But Taylor does say also around this point is when people started catching feelings. One of the husbands caught feelings for Taylor. Taylor caught feelings for one of the other husbands and admits to having an emotional affair with him. It was just messy. Nick then asks what we're all wondering, if there were any clear rules or boundaries when it came to the swinging, and Taylor basically says no. She said they were all pretty inexperienced and didn't really know what they were doing. But there was one rule that her and her husband had, and that was that they wouldn't sneak off and do anything behind closed doors with anybody else, which Taylor does eventually break, but we'll get to that later. They then talk more about what went down at these after hours parties. Taylor says they would play spin the bottle, they would blindfold each other, they would play this game where like she was blindfolded and all of the husbands had to kiss her and she had to guess who it was, and then vice versa, like all the wives had to kiss one of the men. It was basically like those games that they play on Love Island. Nick's wife Natalie then asks another question that has been on the top of my mind: where are the children during all of this? And Taylor said they were either being babysat by her mom, which her mom later came out and said she never would have watched the kids if she knew that was going on, or the kids were just upstairs with their white noise machine on. Taylor does say that she knows that that's really bad and she feels really guilty that she did that. They then talk about how Mormonism may have played a part in this soft swinging, and Taylor says she can't really speak for the other people, but for a lot of them that were partaking in this whole thing, their spouses had been the only person they had ever been with before. You know, sexually. So a lot of what they were doing was very new and exciting for these people. She even mentions that her husband never partied until he was 29 years old, which I assume that just means he never drank until he was 29. But Taylor also says that at the time, no one felt like they were really doing anything wrong because their spouses all knew what was happening and they were doing it as well. And now I appreciate that Nick Viall does get the dirty deets, okay? That is why I listen. But sometimes he just kind of goes off the rails a little bit. And he then asks Taylor about soaking. And he's like, Taylor, can you actually like explain to the audience what soaking is? And Taylor obviously was very uncomfortable. So then Nick's wife, Natalie, was like, girl, don't worry, I'll explain it. But Taylor did say that soaking is definitely a real thing, but she's not quite sure about the whole jumping on the bed aspect of it. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, Google it. Taylor also shares a couple of tidbits about her marriage and says that her and her husband had separate bedrooms and that for 6 years of their marriage, Taylor never drank or really did anything bad. So Natalie then asks why her marriage ended, and Taylor explains that she feels like it had been over for a while. They had been discussing separation even before the affair stuff came out. Which the story of the affair stuff coming out is crazy. But that section's going to be in my next video titled The Fallout, Taylor's infamous TikTok Live. So be sure to follow me so you don't miss out on the next episode.
Today we are reading some mean mom comments.
Bring it on.
The Facetune is too real.
Because you're perfect all the time?
Let's be honest, everyone has a Facetune subscription these days.
And if you say you don't,
you're lying.
Just waiting to watch the train wreck. Well, you know what? We're glad you're supporting, so thank you. Join the club.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch it either.
They're trying too hard to be quirky and rebellious for views. Ooh, look at us. We're the cool ones. Not. That was so original and so good. I almost cried. I almost cried.
I thought Mormons don't curse. Well, this bitch does. We're doing mom jokes now, I feel like.
How does this girl have any fans? She is so cringe. Beats me, but they're
That was cringe.
No more secrets, watch it all go down.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is now streaming on Hulu.
My due date is in 6 to 8 weeks, and I don't know if I'll like ever forgive myself. And that's why I like really pushed Dakota, because I don't feel like I deserve this like happy ending life.
And I think that's like something like I learned in therapy. Like I just like kind of struggle. And I'm like terrified. Sorry, I can't talk. I'm like hurting so bad inside. I know, I don't want you to feel that way. And I think that's why I had like a psychotic break, is because I don't know how to handle it, and that much hurt that I had at one time, and the whole social media was watching and I didn't know what to do.
After the arrest, I lost a lot of friends. I miss having the close friendships, so I would like to just kind of start over, beginning with my baby shower.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. We don't drink alcohol or do drugs, and so it's kind of our vice. Whitney and I did ketamine.
Oh my God.
2 weeks after I had given birth, Connor took Liam to our pediatrician. The doctor is testing his oxygen levels. And the doctor's like, these are scarcely low. Like, you need to take him to hospital. You need to take him to the emergency room now. So Connor rushes Liam to the emergency room. The first couple of days were a bit scary, but then he was getting better. And so I'm thinking, like, let's, do something fun. And I made a video. In that video, people thought that I was using my child's sickness for clout and for attention.
Then we have a freaking Minion Fest over here. Minion Fest, Chihuahua Fest. Of 2 little puppies sitting next to Whitney being like, back off, she's unstable.
Babe, you're not gonna believe this. They're all at a paint splattering place and they didn't invite me.
Why do you think you weren't invited to the paint splatter place?
Well, I left the group chat. But even though I left the group chat, I think they should have invited me. When I left the group chat, I thought that my so-called friends would text me and make sure I was okay. If anyone else left the group chat, I would text them instantly and ask if they were okay. Girls, I've gathered you here today because I think my husband's gay. Taylor, shut the fuck up! Mom talk is supposed to be something that is uplifting for women, and I just don't know if we're going to survive this. I really don't. So we got a new home. We're currently looking at homesteads. I can already smell the manure.
Please, Lord,
make me the biggest star the world has ever known.
That was it.
I'm calling because I just have some questions about you and Dakota and your past relationship.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you everything.
Well, so my ex, hard to say, but Dakota,
Did it change the dynamic of y'all's marriages at all?
I feel like they'd have to at some point because you guys, like, men are like born to do that, like to
Right.
feel like provide, protect. That's like in you, you know?
Right.
So I feel like even if they're not coming out in a minute, it's got to be like this, like some sort of feeling.
Like a natural instinct.
It's a it's like a natural thing. So I'm sure they've all felt that. And even for, well, so my ex, hard to say, but Dakota came into it like knowing I provide for myself with everything.
Right.
But I do think there's a sense of like, I want to do this for you. I want to, right? It's naturally he's wanting to fulfill his purpose in life, right?
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, which I do get that. So I don't think it's a thing they're like sad about, but it's more like a natural, I want to do this for you.
Can we see the last photo you took on your phone?
Oh God, probably a picture of myself.
Okay, maybe the one before that then.
It's still a picture of myself.
Guys like think with their that's like Taylor thinks with her vagina. Like it's not that hard. Sweetheart.
We officially know why Taylor and Dakota broke up. In an interview, Taylor said that watching the series back put a huge strain on their relationship, saying, "We're not fully together, but we're not fully done. I don't know what the future holds for him and I." Taylor goes on to say that Dakota feels like it wasn't the most accurate portrayal of their relationship. Dakota said, "I look like a blank to you while you're pregnant, when that's just not the case of how I treated you the whole time. Yes, I did defend myself in some cases, but that's not how I am to you." And after watching the show, I'm not quite sure how I feel about that comment. But again, maybe that's why they're having issues. Now, before this article came out, we all figured that they broke up given what Taylor has posted. And this picture of her and her baby saying, "Here's to a new chapter of my life. I think it'll be the most challenging, yet rewarding." I feel bad for Taylor. She has been through a lot. But that is also no excuse to stay with a man who does not treat you right. Now, I do think we'll see a season 2 of Secret Life of Mormon Wives, but I also think we'll see the drama between Taylor and Dakota, given he commented this. Emily made a video talking about how she thinks Taylor and Dakota broke up, and he said, "Stay tuned." Which to me almost confirms that we are either going to hear more about it or we're going to get a season 2 and we're going to see the drama. What do you think about Dakota's comment saying, "I didn't treat you like that the whole time"? And do you think that we're going to get a season 2? Because I definitely do.
You're being a
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not. It's because I have two people right here sitting beside Whitney when last night was like probably the most heightened experience we've experienced in this whole journey, and no one said except for Taylor, who we had the blow up. Then we have a freaking minion fest over here. Minion fest, Chihuahua fest of two little puppies sitting next to Whitney being like, "Back off, she's unstable."
I'm trying to figure out why everybody is so bothered by it, thinking that Whitney's husband is like low down gay. Like that, they're in the church. It was one thing for the others to be seen as like swinging, but low key, he doesn't want his parents to find out that he's gay. Like my husband knows that I like boys and girls. We still have a family. That's a thing. She just doesn't want to expose her husband. You guys out here, "Oh, he was seen with Chris." She probably knows. She probably approved of the date. But y'all are just one-minded.
Okay, everyone, I brought a truth box. I'm hoping we are able to share if there is existing tension, that we're able to be honest. This is the worst idea I've ever heard in my entire life.
Taylor, if you found out today that Dakota lied and actually slept with Jenna that night, would you leave him even though you were having his baby?
100,000% would be dead to me.
Demi, did you ever say that Jen is too Mormon?
I have said that you bring it up in conversation a lot.
I feel like now you're like notorious for doing this for a lot of people, like calling Taylor white trash.
If you're gonna take a jab at me, then I'm gonna call out you for your stuff as well. Do you think it's trashy to take off your dress in front of my boyfriend?
I'm not the freaking swinger here. I'm not the one that's going around trying to seduce other people's husbands.
A better name for this game would have been like murder-suicide.
So what is your name as a group?
The Click. Click or clique? Click. Let's do it.
Dakota. I'm Ben Affleck. Not that
Ben Affleck. Actually, I'm that Ben Affleck's second cousin. No, I'm not. I'm Connor. Oh, I'm still Connor. Still Connor. I change my hair just to support how often my wife Whitney changes her hair. Whitney, babe, I'm trying to see if I would look kind of slay with like blonde hair. I have completely normal hair. I am not controlling. I'm coming to your girls' trip in Vegas, even though I'm not a girl and I'm not invited and I'm also sober. As an avid LSD member, I will divorce and possibly my wife if she goes to the Chippendale show in Vegas. Babe, wait, can I have $2,500 because I don't work and I am fully addicted to gambling? Mother can do whatever she wants. I cannot believe that you met the Chippendales dancers and rubbed oil all over their chests. Wait, they got to rub oil all over the guys? And we support Mom Talk because we don't work and our wives make and we can still control and we can still control that. Yay! Hashtag Mom Talk.
I think that a lot of women, because of the shame and lack of knowledge, I think a lot of women don't even orgasm. Never in my life.
Layla.
Yes. I'm like scared.
Take this home with you.
Anytime I get close to the feeling of it, I get scared and I like stop.
Yeah. Once you do it once, you will want to do it all the time.
You'll be like a teenage boy. No, she literally starts levitating.
Guys, she's wearing the wedding ring. They're currently filming Secret Lives of Mormon Wives Season 2 right now. Everyone has been speculating that Jen and her husband are over. They are pretty much together. Here's proof. Wedding ring.
Dreams seem so far away, and other times just right around the corner, and I know you're gone. But I'm amazed how close you feel, and we both hold on. The love we have is real.
What?
I close my eyes,
Yes.
and feel you near in every dream, in every tear, in every that doesn't fade away, and it feels like forever. It's just a heartbeat away.
Come to Mama.
Oh yeah.
Days may come and go, then suddenly, oh, time won't seem to matter. There's a space between us. Mama! But love can span the distance. We can reach beyond these walls until I be with you. I close my eyes and feel you near in every dream, in every tear, in every memory that doesn't fade away. It feels like forever. It's just a heartbeat away. People say that I'll forget, and time will dry away my tears. But how could they know what it feels like when all the words we've ever shared have left their shadows everywhere, and every single falling star makes me want to be where you are. I close my eyes, feel you just a heartbeat.